tonight I'm making a very basic soap recipe that includes just about equal parts of olive oil, coconut oil, and palm oil with a little bit of castor oil. So it's a large batch in that it's 90 ounces of oil, and I'm going to be dividing it out and putting some of it into this container right here with lemon essential oil, and the rest with fragrance oil into a larger container. I'll show you in a minute. So what we have is 33% olive oil, 32% coconut oil, 31% palm oil, and 3% of castor oil. And I put that into soapcalc.net's calculator and calculated out what I would need. I'm going to measure out my lye right now. And this says that I need 13.01 ounces. Which is basically 13 ounces. All right. And when I get a little bit too much, I take it out. It says 13.1. Let's try getting that down. There's 13.0. Slide this back in and stick that in the sink. All right, then I close this back up. So I've got 13 ounces of my lye. I'm done with my scale. And I'm putting it into 26 ounces of water. How's that? Can you see that all right? Good. Okay, and so we're going to be adding this in. And if you've noticed, there's some fluffy things that are floating on the top. That is Tussa silk. Right there. Good. Tussa silk. And I just took a little bit and cut it up, stuck it on top of the water, distilled water, and it will dissolve into the lye water. I like to keep my face away as I add this. You always put the lye into the water, not the other way around. And now I'm going to mix and come back in about 5 or 10 minutes. Well, I've mixed my lye and let it cool. And I want to tell you what I've got here. This is 1 ounce of oatmeal that I have put in with some oil. And I took the stick blender to it and blended it up really well. And my plan is to add the oatmeal along with the fragrance oil. So I need 3.75 ounces of fragrance oil. It's right here. This is Love Spell. I'm making a Love Spell soap that's going to be purple and pink. And I don't talk usually while I'm weighing, so let me do my weighing. All right, 3.8, close enough. All right, so that'll be ready. And I'm actually going to portion out part of the soap to be yellow. Here's the yellow mica mixed in some of the oil right here. That's going to be for the smaller container. And I have this pink, this lavender, and some white satin mica from Steph's Micas and More. So let me go front and center. See if we can pull this off. All right. This is the oil. And here's the lye. How's the angle? Good? Got my son being my cameraman today. Okay, set that in there. Stick blend. there. All right. I don't want to push it since I have a lot to do with this soap. So I'm going to take out my scale, and I need, that's the coloring down at the bottom. I need 16 ounces of this. All right, that's a little bit more than 16, but that'll be perfect. Alright, that's a pretty yellow color. And then I'm going to add my essential oil. This is lavender or lemon essential oil. Alright. Smells great. And this is going into this container right here. Oh, I'll move it over. He says move it over. How's that? Better? Good. And I'm going to stick this into the fridge or the freezer to cool. I really want to see how well the essential oil holds up. Okay, not bad. Could have probably used another ounce, but that'll do. This last one will be my own little tester. Alright, so I'm going to stick that in the fridge in a little bit. In the meantime, we'll slide it off stage. Alright, and now we're going to work on this mold right here. Okay, so I need to add my fragrance oil into here. My oatmeal and my fragrance oil. That's pretty thick, but it should thin out some as I add this stuff here. A little bit of oatmeal. How's that look, Mr. Cameraman? Okay. We got that. Let's add this in here. Mix. Alright. That's great. Now, I want some pink. And purple. And I'm going to add the white back into here. You see this okay? I like to add a little bit of white mica so that you get a little bit more or less yellowish color. This looks pretty yellow though. We'll see how that turns out. That's pretty. And here's the pink. But it's bright. Try this one. Pretty good. trying to get all the white swirled in. I think I want a lighter pink and a lighter purple. So we'll do that. Adjust them a little bit so I get the right colors. Alright, I'm going to start layering this in. Could do an angle pot swirl, but I think this will look good if I just start layering them in and mixing them up a little bit. Alright, can you see this? Can you see most of it? How's that right there? Good. Okay, so I'm going to put one layer of the cream. Purple. Pink. Can you actually see into it at all? No? I need to show you this. How about now? Can you see in? Give you an idea? Try that. It's not steady. Alright, let's try that. Okay, you hold it there. Alright, and then I'm going to do more of the cream. Oops. Purple. That looks really pretty. The higher you pour it from, the further down the soap will sink. So if you want it to lay right on the top, you pour it from very close distance, like if I do this, it stays on top more. And then we'll add I'm going to save some of this for decorating the top. Okay. Now I'm going to take this handy tool, also known as a spoon, and just go down in and swirl a little bit. I think the top looks pretty neat just like that, doesn't it? Got a little bit more here to use up though, so let's go. Put this on top. It's a shame you have to wait for the soaps to cure for 3 weeks, because I always want to post a video and have the soap ready ASAP, and I make them wait at least 3 weeks of curing so that they're harder. Alright, take this and smooth out the top a little bit. Oh, you can see the oatmeal. That's kind of cool. You can see little bits of oatmeal. Not too much, just a little bit. Alright. And now I'm going to drizzle this down the middle. Finishing touch will be just a little bit of oatmeal on the top. Don't you think? I don't like putting oatmeal on because sometimes it falls off. And but I think that'll work for this soap specifically. Okay, when I come back, probably tomorrow, I'll be cutting it. Well, it's the next afternoon, and I removed the yellow soaps that had the essential oil. I had them in the freezer overnight, and I removed them, and they're here. They're really soft, and I don't want to touch them, so I put them on this tray so that they can kind of cure a little bit, and I think they'll work out just fine. Let me move these out of the way. And we'll get on with our soap that needs to be cut. So I'm going to unwrap this. I usually do the removal of the soap from the container off camera, but I figured today I'll show you how I do this. I only have paper on the bottom, so I stick a knife. You see that? Good. I stick a knife down the end like that. Scrape off this extra for later. Go to the other end. When I stick this in, it's automatically starting to come off. So that was real easy. Like this. And now I have this section here. And I'm going to try cutting down the edge. Actually, sometimes I do this and try to pull it. That's no good. So we'll do a slice down the edge with my Cutco knife. Starting to release. Looks like we did all right. There we go. Now the bottom has paper, so if I go like this, the bottom's already done, which is the goal. To get the bottom all nice and this peels off, and you can see that's got some nice oatmeal showing in the bottom here. And we'll see if we can push this off. And if not, I'll cut it. So we'll cut. The soap is out. I cleaned it up a little bit. And I'm going to bring over the cutter that my husband made me. And I've learned that for these tall ones, I need to lay them down. Lay that down, and I like to start on this side here. A little bit of an overlap. How's that? Can you see it okay? A little bit of an overlap like that, so you get a small little section at the end. Okay, let's do that. And push down. Okay, that's right. Wow, that looks good. There's this end. Let me show you these. Can you do a close-up? Like that. There's 1, 2. You can see the oatmeal in it. I like it. Got a little bit of a line from the wire that I'll have to buff out a little bit right there. That shouldn't be too hard. We're playing around with not tightening it so much. I like it. All right, one more, and then I have the other half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And let's see how many we get out of this one. I believe it should be another 9. Here we go. think it's actually 18 is what I counted. How many did you count? Did you count any? I don't count well on camera. I think they look great. Can't wait till they cure. And I'm going to test them out. Alright, there you have it. It's our Love Spell swirled soap making. And please hit the like button and subscribe. And send me your comments if you have any comments or suggestions. I'd appreciate it. Thanks. Have a good day.